Hi there, Happy New Year! As this new year is just starting, I really wish that all of your dreams and goals for 2018 become a reality. So in today's video, I wanted to show you what I do to make my skin glow, just as you can see. In the video, I will be focusing more on the skin and base and highlighting portions. So if you want to learn how I created this gorgeous glowing skin, please keep on watching. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to show you some of the products that are a must in order to make your skin glow. And those for me are the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. And I'm pretty much out of this thing already. I have to get a backup already. I don't use this on a daily basis. I love to use it more than anything when my skin feels extra dry and when I want my skin to glow, because if you haven't tried this before, this has some little gold reflex. Let me see if I can show you. So you can probably see right here in the tube. Focus. Yeah, now you see it. It has some face oil, but it also has some gold reflex that show up really nice on your skin. And besides that, I like to mix the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops into your foundation, and I have the shade Moonlight. This is just the only shade that I've tried, but the other ones will be too light for me. This is like more like a copper brownish shade, if that makes sense. But once you mix it in your foundation, it gives this beautiful glow to your skin. And I recently started trying this. I got a sample from the MAC Strobe Cream. I've heard really good things about it, so I started using it, and it definitely makes your skin look really glowy. So for me, that's the best combo that you can use to make your skin glow. I'm pretty sure there are other products out there that are newer than this, but this is what I've tried on my skin and that works best for me so far. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you on this video. So in order to get started, let me just clip my hair back a little bit so that I don't have it right in my face. So I already use my normal face moisturizer, and I already use my daily face oil, but I'm gonna use the Farsali one on top of everything just to give me that extra glow that I'm looking for, and especially because this one has the gold reflex that I show you. So I normally just get this in my fingers. I just get a few drops. I get very generous. And I'm just gonna apply all this on my skin. It definitely gives you a beautiful glow, and if your skin is dry, this is definitely a plus. Let me just reach for a small mirror. I love this because it's so moisturizing and it's perfect for this time. So now I'm gonna use the MAC Strobe Cream right on top of that oil. And honestly, this goes a long way, but I just use like a little pea size, and I'm gonna apply this mainly on the center parts of my face. This feels so great. It's like I feel like my skin is just loving the hydration, if that makes sense. Okay, so once I'm done applying that, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that glow. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it gives you like a beautiful glow overall. Now I'm gonna start doing my foundation, and for that I'm gonna use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I know that I've used this before, but it's honestly my go-to, and especially for this look whenever I want to make my skin glow. And I'm just gonna use 2 pumps of this on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna mix Okay, so here's the thing. You can add as many drops as you want from the Cover FX enhancing drops, but this thing, it's powerful. You only need a little bit, but on a whenever I want to look normal glowy, I'll do 2 drops, but you can get away with doing 3, which is what I'm gonna do today. And then after I don't know if you can see it, but I just literally added 3 dots of that into my foundation, and I'm just gonna use my ring finger and mix all this together. Oh, it looks beautiful. Yep, we're gonna have liquid highlighter all over our faces. So now I'm just gonna start applying it as I normally would. Oops, let me put this hair back as well. I just like to apply it everywhere in the face, just so that when I go with my sponge or makeup brush, whatever you're using to blend your foundation, it's a lot easier to do that. So I'm gonna grab my beauty blender and I'll just start blending everything out. You can already see how your skin has this just very subtle but natural, if you want to call it, like glow to it. It's not like if you apply highlighter all over your face, but it definitely makes your skin look glowy. Just make sure that you blend everything, and I always like to bring it down to my neck a little bit. Can you see? Look at my skin, it looks so beautiful. You can see how light just reflects from the higher points on my face. I love this. I really love using this combo. Okay, so now that we got that going on, I'm gonna do my normal concealing, and for that I'll use my usual the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in medium. Okay, I'm gonna use this old MAC mineral powder that I have. Now just apply. I'm actually gonna apply this just in the areas that I normally get oily, which are gonna be just in my T-zone. I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever High Definition Press Powder, and I'll use this one. This is basically like the Laura Mercier, but it's not as drying, and it's just like a translucent white powder. And I'm gonna use a small amount of this right under my eyes just to prevent creasing from the concealer. This one is more clear than the Laura Mercier, but it helps with the creasing. Now that I did my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the eyeshadow, and I'm also gonna leave that out of the video because I don't want to make this video 1,000 hours long. But now that I completed my eye makeup, I already bronzed a little bit my cheeks, and I did my eyebrows and everything else, so I'm just missing blush and highlighter. And I wanted to show you those 2 steps because I just wanted to show you the products that I use. So for the blush, I'm gonna keep it matte and simple because I'm gonna go heavier on the highlighter, and for that I'm just gonna use this Tarte blush palette that I have. And let me see what this makeup look. I'm gonna mix these two shades right here, which is Angelic and Fortunate, and this goes right on the apples of your cheeks. And I place the majority of the product here, but then I also drag it back. Okay, so now I'm gonna do highlighted, and for that I'm gonna mix. So here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna use the Cover FX drops once again, but I'm just gonna apply it on the high part of my cheekbones. I'm just gonna put literally like 1 drop to 1.5 drops on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna apply this with my finger. You have to go very gentle with this because this product, it's very pigmented, so you want to make sure that you blend it. So do you see that? I just apply a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend this out a little bit better. And I do little by little because I want to make sure that it gets blended really well, as opposed to drying and then staying like a stripe. Ooh, look at that. Okay, then I still want to blend this out, and I'm not rubbing it on my cheekbones, but I'm definitely pressing, and as I press I move up and down a tiny little bit, just because I don't like the look of a straight line. Okay, so now that I reached the intensity that I wanted, I'm gonna add powder highlighter. So basically, the first step that you have to do is you apply the Cover FX drops, but you have to add little by little. As you saw, I added a small amount and I blended it out right away with my beauty blender, and then I added another layer and blended out, and I added a third layer and blended out until you basically reach how much highlight you want. So I think right now it's perfect because look at that. It's like if I move, you can see how the highlighter reflects off my cheekbones. Look, that is perfect. So I did both of my cheekbones, and then I did the tip of my nose, and then I did a slight line along my nose bone, and then I also did a little bit of my chin, just because I wanted to make sure that was highlighted all around. So now I'm gonna grab a fan brush, and then I'm gonna mix 2 highlighters. So I'm gonna mix the Dose of Colors DesixKaty collection in the shade Mirame, and I'm also gonna mix the MAC Oh Darling Extra Dimension SkinFinish. These 2 highlighters are my favorite, so definitely combined they make the perfect highlight. So you start mixing that, and then you add it right on top of wherever you added the drops. Wow, look at that. This is perfect. So I'm gonna do my nose, the bridge of my nose. Wow, that is beautiful. a little bit of my cupid bow, and just tiny bit on my chin, not too much on my chin, just to set it. Can't get over how beautiful this combo is. And now I'm actually gonna grab a little bit of the Old Darling highlighted by MAC, and I'm just gonna put it in this small little pencil blending brush, and I'll add this right in the tear ducts of my eyes. I always love using highlighters. I love using highlighters as my inner corner highlight, just because I feel if you use the same shade as you use in the rest of your face, it ties out the look. Somehow makes it blend everything together. And now I'm just gonna do lips. For that, I wanted to keep it nude and simple because I have already a lot going on in my eyes. So I think I'm gonna do, let me see, which one's the darker one? I'm gonna use the More Creamer, what is this called? More Creamer Please by Dose of Colors from the DesixKaty collection. Oh, but before I do that, I'm actually gonna line my lips, just because every time I go in with a nude lipstick, I have to line my lips to make sure that they look better. And I'm just gonna use this lip liner. It's in the shade Natural by NYX. Okay, so now that I've completed the makeup look, I'm gonna just do some Fix Plus. So this is my version of how to make your skin glow. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!